about Beyonce performance at the Super Bowl on Christmas. Well, it wasn't the Super Bowl. It was the Christmas game in Houston. And she performed halftime her country song. So I put on my country gear to represent Beyonce singing her country songs. Excuse if you see a little bosoms, but I had to put on my country gear to talk about my sister Beyonce and where country music started from. Because a lot of people, TK, how you doing? I got on my country stuff tonight in honor of Beyonce performance in Houston, Texas. And I'm gonna talk a little Southern tonight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, Miss Ethel. Like I said, I got on my Beyonce gear tonight in honor of country music because she's been dogged out for her performance she did in Texas on Christmas for singing country music. You know what trips me out? I'm sitting here watching video after video of black folks telling Beyonce to stay in her lane, and a whole lot of white folks stay in her lane, as if black folks didn't start country music. See, that's the sad part about this universe. People forget how things were stolen. You know, I don't like to do the black and white thing, but when it comes to something like this, I have to speak out. You know, I have to speak out for my ancestors. So please forgive me if it comes off racist, because that's not what I'm trying to do. People get upset when you talk about history and they call you a racist as if we wrote history. You know, this already happened before we got here. And actually, our ancestors didn't have a choice for a lot of things they went through. So if it's racist, black folks didn't do it. It was done to us. And because we speak on it, don't make us racist. But I want to give y'all a little history. So I'm going to put on my glasses because y'all know I can't see, right? I'm going to put on my glasses for a minute. I'm going to read something for y'all real quick off my laptop. Okay. The question was, did black folks start country music? Yes. Black folks started country music. Black folks, it says here, yes, black people helped create country music, and the genre is deeply rooted in the black culture. According to Black history, when enslaved people were uprooted from their homes and brought overseas to America, they introduced, listen, when black folks was uprooted as slaves, they introduced white people to all layers of their culture. They introduced white people to all layers of their cultures, including music, food, slang, and their way of living. In fact, the bongos, the fiddle, the harmonica were all instruments played by black cultures in the South. So when people say, stay in your lane, Beyonce, Beyonce is in her lane. This is her culture. This is what y'all don't understand. This originated with black folks. Do y'all know country music is nothing but the blues? Country music is nothing but some old Southern black folks singing about their life being hard. And that's how country music started. And let me tell you how it got whitewashed, if y'all want to know that. Let me see. I'm going to tell you how it got whitewashed. So we can be clear on Beyonce being out her lane, which she really is in her lane. This is why I got on my cowboy stuff tonight. Okay? Let me see. Culture. Let me see where it is, if it's still here. I think I lost it. Well, it was... What was his name? I'm trying to find it. A guy named Joel Cini. How you say that? Sunni, a white black face. Y'all know what that is? His name is Joe. He was a white blackface entertainer. You know how white people used to put the blackface on? Joe was a white blackface performer. And the earliest, back in the day, he dominated the bongo players. It's skipping around. He is responsible for popularizing the bongos, Joe, the white blackface man. But he learned how to play it from slaves in Virginia on a plantation. Joe Cini learned how to play the bongos from slaves on Virginia plantation. Then he constructed a lesson book and he sold the book. So did y'all get what I just said? Did y'all get what I just said? A white man named Joe, who used to perform in blackface, he wanted to learn how to play the bongos because he wanted to start singing country music. So what did he do? He went to the plantation where all the slaves was on Virginia plantation, and they taught him how to, and he mastered it. But he got the lesson from black folks. And he took what they taught him and he wrote a book about it as if he started the bongos. And he got credit for it. And he sold the book and didn't give the slaves nothing. Do y'all know most things that's out here in the universe came from slaves? I don't think y'all realize that. The refrigerator, a black man made it. The doorknob, a black man made it. The stop sign, a black man made it. The light bulb wouldn't even work if it didn't have that little electricity thing. You know, hold up a light bulb. You know that little electricity thing inside the light bulb? Guess what? Thomas Edison, is that his name, who made the light bulb? He made the globe. See, they lie to us in school. He made the globe, and he was looking at it like, why it won't light up? And he went to a slave and says, do you know how I can make light? And the slave made the electricity that go inside the light bulb. Without that electricity, the light wouldn't shine. But they don't tell you that in school, do they? The ironing board, all from black folks. Even guess who else, something that you eat? Kentucky Fried Chicken, finger licking good with them good biscuits. Did y'all really think that white man with the beard came up with that recipe? Mammy did. You know, the one used to cook for his family. That was her recipe. And he stole it and patented it. Just like country music. So when y'all sit here and tell Beyonce to stand in her lane, I'm standing with my sister tonight. I even got my thing around my chin. She said, look at the horse. I'm acting like I'm riding a horse too. I'm with her tonight, and I'm not even a Beyonce fan. But y'all not gonna tell my sister to stay in her lane when she in her lane, because she know her ancestors made that music. Now, what's so sad about my folks? Y'all quick to say something stupid like that. But do you ever see anybody tell Elvis or check him about taking Chuck Berry shit? Elvis Presley stole Chuck Berry dance, and he stole black folk music. And everybody love Elvis. You see, they stay on code. We haters by nature. That's that slave mentality, to hate on your people and don't even know your damn history. Beyonce, girl, you know why I know she did that? Let me tell y'all why Beyonce did that. And people saying she only got the chance to perform because her husband. Don't that feel good? Wouldn't that feel good to you if your husband can just put you on an NFL platform and you can perform? Like they try to say about LeBron James and his son. Isn't that a good feeling? Your daddy got that much power. He can put you on an NBA team. Ain't that how life's supposed to go? It ain't what you know, it's who you know, darling. It's a lot of corporate people, kids working in corporate, and they don't know shit, but they daddy put them there. You hear what I'm saying? But only us get mad because us elevate. And you wonder why us don't have shit. Because you're getting mad at the wrong shit instead of saying, I'm glad it's a black man that could put his son on the NBA and make history. That never happened in history. A black man and his son on the same team. Praise God. We done overcame some stuff, Jesus. No, y'all don't do that. He don't deserve that. He can't play. It's a lot of folks can't play some shit, but they on the team. Why y'all think there's a whole bunch of people sitting on the bench? They'll never bounce a damn ball because they didn't make the cut to be starters, but they made the team. Life is about who you know, not what you know. A lot of times. How many times you worked a job and some little young Karen ended up being your boss straight out of college? You've been there 20 years and Karen ended up being your boss. You never wondered why. First of all, her complexion. Second, her daddy knew somebody. And they put her, she was a plant like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is not funny like Eddie Murphy, like Martin and all the rest of them. But guess what? Kevin Hart bank accounts say different. You know why? Because what did Cat Williams say? He was a plant. He knew somebody or somebody wanted to use little Kevin for a reason, and they placed him in the right place to make that money. Now, Kevin Hart worth almost $200 million for jokes y'all said ain't even funny. Somebody laughing. Somebody laughing. So let me tell y'all. Beyonce is right on course. Beyonce did this, and this is what I would have did. Y'all say I can't sing country music because you know the country singers and entertainers called the C something, the ones that approve the country music, they didn't want her. They didn't want her singing their stolen music. How dare you steal some shit and then tell the people you stole it from, I don't want you singing it. What? Really? Let me call my husband. Baby, put me on the halftime, okay? And I'm finna act like I'm riding a horse. And I'm gonna mock them and let them know this is my ancestors' shit. Me and my baby girl finna get out here and buck and make y'all mad and say, in your damn face. That's why Beyonce did it. Oh, you said I can't sing some music you stole from me? Watch this shit. That's why she did it. For all the ones that don't know and said she can't sing country, maybe she couldn't, but she performed. She performed it, and she should have said at the end, and this is for my ancestors, and dropped the mic and walked away. That's what I would have did. I would have did Obama, and this is for my ancestors. That's what she should have did. So for all of you to say, Beyonce shouldn't have sung that in country music, she need to leave that alone. That's her shit. That's your shit. Them your biscuits and your Kentucky Fried Chicken that your grandmama made. Do y'all know how much stuff was stolen? And then they went and patented. Didn't I just say Joe, the blackface man? He was a white man with a black face. Why do you think they used to wear blackface? They didn't wear blackface because they were just mocking us. They wanted to be black entertainers because we got all the rhythm and blues. We got the rhythm. We dance off the music and not the words. Just like Bo Derek. Did she go get some braids? Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. Y'all don't know how great you are. You don't know how your ancestors opened doors for you. Y'all don't know how many people died for the culture. And all y'all can do is kill each other. All y'all can do is sit here and say, well, a black man need to go. He need to go to prison. Let me say this, y'all. And I'm going to say this with gentleness. For the woman that cut into me, was 2 of y'all yesterday. Stop taking out for Jay-Z. You need to be ashamed of yourself. No, Sister Sarah, little cousin with the orthopedic shoes on. You need to be ashamed of yourself because you so quick to put your own brothers in jail for something that the people putting them in jail been doing to your people over 400 years. You should be ashamed of yourself. They want to lock him up for something they've been doing over 400 years, screwing us and killing us. Call me when I'm all in the groove. And if y'all take that as being racist, you the racist one because you can't own the truth. Why do you think they taking Black history out of the Florida schools? Black history is not in the schools anymore. Did you wonder why? How in the hell you gonna take what you did to my people out your schools because you too ashamed to let kids know what you did to my ancestors? Because that's what it is. They said, oh, it's just too dramatic. Kids should know that. What? If it was too dramatic to hear, could you imagine what my forefathers went through? If it's too dramatic to hear it, could you imagine the suffering they went through? And you too ashamed to talk about it? What? They took Black history out the schools because they don't want kids to know what they did to us. Shame on you, because guess who know and you can't erase it? God know what you did. God know, Esau. He know what happened. And I'm not saying the people watching me are a part of it, because a lot of white folks march with Dr. King. So don't get me wrong. It's a lot of white folks got that fist up and they say, I ain't for that shit. So don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about all y'all. I'm talking about the ones that's for it. The ones that's gonna die and go to hell because they got so much hate in their heart. And I tell my kids this all the time. You know why a lot of folks don't like Black folks? And I'm not just talking about Caucasian people. I'm talking about every people. Let me tell you why we are at the bottom of the totem pole. Why people hate our guts. But yet they lay in the sun and put on suntan lotion so they can be this color. I don't understand that. But let me tell you why they hate us. Come here. We're chosen. You don't even know you chosen. See, when they described Jesus Christ and they said his skin was bronze, what color is my skin? His hair was like wool. If you see me without my braids, hallelujah, Jesus, my hair is like wool. And if you see my brother after he smoked a little marijuana, his eyes is like blazing fire. So I'm telling you, when they told us that pedophile white man with the blonde hair and blue eyes, he's a pedophile. He's a man who walked the earth. He is not Jesus Christ. So if you got that man on your page or anything in your house that's a pedophile, I can bring up some history the next video if you want me to, because that's not Jesus. If somebody even steal Jesus' identity, you don't think they can steal country music? Jesus' identity got stolen. They changed his complexion into a white man with blue eyes, when the Bible states right in the word his description. But see, that's why they had overseers at the churches back when the slaves in 400 years ago, because they didn't want them to read that. For all of you to say, y'all believe that Bible that the white man did. If they had the power to change the word, wouldn't they have taken the description of Jesus out? They ain't got that much power. You hear what I'm saying? Here's the scripture in there right now today. Go find it. What scripture is? Somebody help me that know the word. Go find, post that scripture so I can tell somebody where to go find the scripture to Jesus. Because a lot of people don't know the word. And yet we brainwashed and believe what Master said. And how many of y'all grandmamas had the Last Supper on the wall and it was 12 disciples that was white and so was Jesus? For all the people that want to get mad at me right now, I have one question. I want you to think. Think. Wasn't Jesus in Jerusalem? Isn't Jerusalem the desert? How many white folks you know can walk through the desert and don't get skin burn? Suntan burn. What is it? They don't stop calling me while I'm on my live. How many white folks you know can walk the desert? They can't go outside in California in the sunshine, let alone Jerusalem. Because y'all want some history. When y'all say go back to Africa, do you really know where you originated from? You originated from the Caucasus Mountains. Can I give you a little bit more history without y'all getting mad? I'm just being real. I'm not being racist. This history was written before I got here. I'm just repeating history, the history that you guys made. Do you know that black folks that y'all hate? If you don't believe me, go do your history, please. Black folks that a lot of people hate taught the Caucasian race everything you know. I know y'all don't want to believe that. Go check behind me, fact check me. From even knowing how to bathe. We had to teach you how to bathe. Why did y'all think this? Think about this, people. You hated us so much, right? Y'all hated us so much. But you had Mammy and Auntie them in there cooking your food. How can you have somebody you hate cooking for you? How could you have somebody you hate taking care of your babies? Do y'all know over 400 years ago, Mammy and Auntie used to breastfeed Caucasian babies because they wanted the babies to be healthy for our melanin skin. So they used to make the slave women breastfeed their little babies. And guess what Mammy did? She loved those children like they were her own. She taught them all the stuff they knew. She played with them. She made sure they was nourished. She kept them clean. She brushed their hair. She even cleaned the toilets with pride. And Mammy, all she used to do was pray. She knew better days was coming. You know what Mammy used to say? What Dr. King said. I may not get to the mountaintop with my babies that's coming behind me, but I'm going to make sure they get there. And guess where we at? Guess where we at? We at the NFL game. Riding a horse singing cowboy music. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, Beyonce? So I say, I don't give a damn what your husband did with Diddy. I'm talking about the game. So I thank you, my sister, for saying, since you said I couldn't do it. She should have broke out singing, we shall overcome. We shall overcome. She should have broke out singing. She should have threw up that black power fist and said, y'all didn't know? Y'all didn't know? You know Beyonce is her ancestor's last name. Did y'all know that? Tina's last name is Beyonce, Tina Beyonce. That's where she got her name from. And Beyonce is a slave on her name. So in the name of her slave owner. Beyonce performed her slave owner father name at the game, and she sung the country music that they stole. And you gonna say we ain't overcame some stuff? Oh, we didn't overcame a whole lot. Y'all just don't know you overcame. So thank you, Beyonce, for performing, even if your people didn't like it and don't understand, because they don't know who they are. If you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're going. Why you think we so lost? Because you don't know your history. Y'all depend on the school system who stole your history to teach your black kids. And they not go teach them the truth. Because the first thing you learn in history in school is what? Christopher Columbus found America. One of the biggest lies ever told. How the hell you find some shit that wasn't lost, Christopher? Christopher, how you find some shit wasn't lost, Chris? The Indians went to Walmart to get some groceries, and your ass rolled up in there on a Beyonce horse. And you looked around and said, I like this place. It's called America. This shit mine. And you stole it. If you don't believe me, let's go back to history class again. If y'all don't believe me, explain this, please. Why do Indians get money every month? Why did they make us? I was an Ottawa Hills Indian in high school. Our mascot was Indian. Why did they make all these businesses and schools change their name from Chippewa and Indians, and they changed their name because the Indians said, give me my shit back. Y'all got us fucked up. Give me my shit. It took us all these years to get my shit back because Chris ran his ass up in here on a horse and stole our shit. Now you better pay me for my shit. The Indians getting towed off because Christopher stole their shit. That's some history for your ass if you don't believe that. So if they still teaching Christopher Columbus found America, they teaching your kids a lie. And you need to ask your kids, did the teacher tell them that? So you can go to the Board of Education and say, you know what? If y'all keep teaching that lie, I'm suing the whole school system. Tell the truth. Christopher Columbus stole America. Change the wording. Let the kids know he stole the shit. But yet, we the biggest criminals walking around, right? We the biggest criminals walking around. We never stole no human beings. We never enslaved nobody. Never stole a country. We never done none of that. And yet we the biggest criminals in the law of the land. We are the biggest criminals. I'm going to tell y'all what the Honorable Farrakhan said, and I got to go because my daughter calling me. Farrakhan said this to a white woman, and she was at I think it was Donahue at the time. And the white woman stood up, an old white lady. You know what she said? She said, I'm afraid of you guys. Farrakhan said, why? She said, I'm just afraid y'all gonna rob and steal and take from us. Farrakhan started laughing. He said, what? He said, that ain't why you afraid of us. He said, you afraid that we're gonna do to you what you've been doing to us up for 400 years. That's why you're afraid. He said, because we didn't steal humans. We didn't cut babies out of the womb of a woman and throw the male child to alligators. We didn't do none of that. Why you locking your door when you see my brother? Why you clutch your purse when you see one of us like we're gonna take something from you? When y'all been taking from us for over 400 years, you even stole us from our homeland, even though with some black people here already with Christopher. And I don't know if y'all heard me say this before. You know what else they taken from us? They took from us? Go to New York. And I want you to go over to Staten Island. And I want you to visit the woman with the torch. Lady Liberty. Lady Liberty was a black woman. They even changed the color of Lady Liberty. Look at her original statue and you would see her feet are still brown. Know your history, my people. Don't let nobody tell you who you're not. You're royalty. You Israelites. You the child of the Most High God. And what did the Lord say in the Bible? Says, I'm going to remind y'all. Since y'all don't want to believe me and want to call me racist, I didn't write this. I'm just repeating it. What did the Lord say in the Bible? My people shall suffer the more. Who suffer more than anybody on this planet Earth? And if he meant everybody was his child, he would have said all my children. He said my. What that mean? These my glasses, these belong to Nina. This my paper towel. This my lip gloss. It belongs to me. It's mine. So when he said my people, we belong to him. We are separate people. And he said we shall suffer the more. So when we going through the suffering we going through, it's written. But he also said this. Before, if I'm lying, read the Bible. These ain't my words, y'all. Don't get mad at the messenger. Before the end of time. When all of you saying, oh, we at the end. No, we're not. Because his word said, before the end of time. He said before the end comes. The head would be the tail, and the tail would be the head, and they would kiss my people's feet. He said that. He also said, for all the ones that say, Jesus loved everybody. And his name is not even Jesus, because there wasn't even a J in the alphabet when he was born. That's another lie. His name is Jehovah. Jehovah Jireh. Jehovah Nietzsche, the great I am. Call him the Wiz if you want to. But his name ain't Jesus. That's another lie. And they say he loves everybody, right? Jesus loves everybody. Yes, Jesus loves me. A lie. Jacob I love, and Esau I hate. And the descendants of Esau was the words of the Most High God. He said he hated Esau and his descendants. He said Jacob was brown and Esau was red and hairy all over. And Esau is the children. Esau and Jacob was both two nations in the belly of Rebekah, their mama. She had two nations in her womb and they was fighting. Now use your imagination. These are the words of the Bible, y'all. Don't get mad at the messenger. And I just wanted to share a little bit of insight to let you know you royalty, kings and queens. And do you know, I'm going to say it wrong. My son David be trying to teach me how to say it right. You know, Niagara, is that how you say it? Niagara? It stands for Negro. Do y'all know that mean king? They even made that bad and put ER on the end. So when somebody calling you that word with an ER, say thank you so much for knowing who I am. I'm a king. That's what that word means, king. Know your history and show your children. Your kids should learn at home. You are their first teacher. Do you know how many kids run around here thinking Beyonce stole country music from white folks? When it originated from their ancestors and they don't even know it. They don't don't have a clue who Joel Siwa, whatever his name is. They didn't know Joel was a white man that put on blackface and performed. And he went to some slaves and said, teach me how to play the bongos. And they taught him, and he said, okay, I'm gonna write a book about this, and I'm gonna make money off of these black folks' talent, and I ain't gonna get him a damn dime. Did y'all know Aunt Jemima family just sued like less than 10 years ago because all them years that the Caucasian man was getting money from Aunt Jemima, and they didn't give Aunt Jemima no credit, and they forgot Aunt Jemima had ancestors. And they had to pay her family. Why y'all think y'all don't see Aunt Jemima on the syrup box no more? On the syrup. You know the lady used to be on it? Why y'all think she ain't on there no more? Because they sued. Give me my grandmama shit. To hell you thought this was? You go just think you gonna keep taking my grandmama shit? Man, come on, man. Y'all don't know y'all history? You better learn it. Pick up a book. It's in there. For everybody that's mad at me, because I lost a lot of Caucasian followers for one of the videos I made. When I talked about Lady Liberty before, one of them was one of the ones that had a crush on my brother. James, she stopped liking me. If you stop liking me for me telling the truth, how do you think we feel for your people telling a lie? If you stop liking me for telling the truth, how do you think my people feel for you telling a lie? You know what I'm saying? And this shit is pissing me off because it's time for truth around here. Stop acting like we the criminals. My father always said, if you want to know the truth, listen to your oppressors and turn it around and you will find the truth. Everything they say about us, they talking about themselves. You royalty, baby. You are a gift. Look how beautiful your skin is. How many times y'all done heard that we all look alike? One of the biggest lies ever told. Black folks come in every shade of brown. Some jet black. Hair different texture. Body frames all different sizes. We're nothing alike except the inside of our heart. But you look at some other people and you can't tell them apart. But they told us we alike. We was even called monkeys. Y'all remember that? But Jesus said Esau was red and hairy all over. I don't know very many black men that got hair on their back. I'm just being real. But they call us monkeys. Can I get a witness to Jesus? Anybody know Jesus? So thank you, Beyonce. I wanted to give my people a little lesson tonight, and it has nothing to do with my followers. If y'all my Caucasian brothers and sisters, this is nothing personal. This is just history. And if you're mad at me, you need to go pray to your ancestors. Like Paula White did when Donald Trump didn't win 4 years ago. I'm praying to the ancestors. I'm like, who ancestors she praying to? I'm praying to them. Go pray to your ancestors. Because we didn't do this. They did it. I'm just repeating what your people did. Don't be mad at the messenger. And do that make me racist? Hell no. Because black people can't be racist. Especially when we talking about what happened to us. But what pissed me off with Florida, you want to zip our lip. You want to beat us down, delete us, drag us, hang our fathers. Y'all used to have a whole barbecue with hangings. Even the kids just be out there eating popcorn, watching somebody daddy hang from a tree. And y'all want to sit here and say, oh, no, we don't want nobody to know that. We not. And still doing it. They still finding black folks hanging. You ain't know. They still finding them hanging from trees and stuff disappearing. Mm-hmm. 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 But I just want to tell y'all, TK, Miss Lorraine, whoever else watching me, I'm not racist. I'm just real. And if y'all don't like realness, you better go take it to Yahweh. It's so many lies in this universe. It's so many lies on this land. And it's sad that my people don't know their truth. That's why they so quick to lock Diddy up, lock Jay-Z up, because y'all got that slave mind. Did y'all know? I need to get the names too. I think it was on the Jordan River. Is the Jordan River in South Carolina? It's a river in South Carolina. Or was it North Carolina? It was one of them Carolinas. A slave owner gathered all the slave owners together. And guess what he did? He had a big old meeting. This history, y'all, I ain't being racist. I'm just repeating history. He brought them all together. You know what he did? He taught them how to tame a slave. He said, if you do what I say, they will be enslaved to us for over 400 years, body, mind, and spirit. They will look at us like we're God, and they will hate each other. They would pow each other before they pow us, because we go brainwash their mind and let them know we're their master. Now, if y'all do this, tame a black man like you tame a horse. You can leave a horse untied by a tree and he ain't gonna move. And that's how we go tame these black men. We gonna make them hate each other. Cut on the news. Y'all think I'm lying? Go cut on the news right now. Go look up Chicago. I bet you about 10 people was deleted last night. And guess who deleted them? They brother. Tame them like a slave. Tame them like a horse. They're gonna delete each other. They ain't gonna touch us. They just gonna pull out the camera when we come. I got you on camera. I'm gonna send this to Roland Martin. That's what they gonna do. But when a brother step on his Jordans, he gonna blow his noodles out. You see what I'm saying? Tame them like they tame a horse. Make them hate each other. And if you do it right, it's gonna last over 400 years. We at the over 400 year mark right now, and it's still lasting. You hate your brother. Lock Diddy up. Lock Jay-Z up. You hate your brother. Black men ain't shit. You hate your brother. All these bitches in the house, you hate your sister. The Willie Lynch letter. If you don't believe it's real, Google it. Read it, study it, teach your kids. It's called the Willie Lynch letter. And it was written by a slave on the river having a meeting with slave owners how to tame a slave. It's real, people. So when y'all be trying to uphold this crooked ass law, did y'all know it's something called the Moorish religion? I don't know much about it, so I ain't gonna talk too much about it. But if we knew the Moorish codes, it's certain things they couldn't even do to us in court. We don't have to stand up when the judge come in. Men don't got to take their hats off in court. They can't give us tickets for not having license. They can't make us have insurance. We got to learn these codes. You know why? I'm going to tell y'all why. We were kidnapped. We not of this land. So we don't have to follow the rules of the land. But if you don't know the codes, you do. I watched a Moorish guy in court. The judge told him to stand up. He said, I ain't got to stand up to you. You stand up to me. I'm superior to you. I said, oh, his ass would go to prison, Jesus. She was like, what? He said, read your book. She went to looking at the law book. And he started throwing codes at her and his rights. Do you know she adjourned his hair? It's on YouTube. She said, let me get back with this case. I got to do some research. And he walked. because he knew his rights. We bow down because we don't know ours. You know why? Because if you want to keep anything from a black person, you put it in a book. Because they ain't going to open it. They just going to believe little Karen getting on there saying Jay-Z and Diddy raped her at 13. They just going to believe it because of the Willie Lynch letter. Oh, yes, he did it. But if it was, let's see, Steven Seagal and who else? Ben Affleck. That's his name, Ben. Oh, y'all be like, I don't believe they would do that to that black girl. Why would they touch a little 13-year-old black girl? Did y'all don't believe that shit? That's why y'all not searching and seeking where all these black women are that's missing in the country. Because y'all don't believe it. They probably was hoeing. They probably was trying to rob somebody. You talk about your own people. And see, when I talk about y'all, I talk about you to enlighten you, to show you what's going on so we can change. To the other woman that tried to check me yesterday. She said, oh, my sister, I see why you dog black women. Because you've been hurt and you still hurt. Baby girl, let me tell you this. God built me different. I have a huge heart and I love hard. But when a man hurt me, sis, it lasts all of 30 days or less. Because I'm a praying woman and nobody deserves my tears. If you don't want me in your face, brother, peace out. I'm going to send you a sympathy card. I overcame a long time ago from what I went through with my kid's father. You got me twisted. I only shared you a story on how I made it over. How I made it over. And I'm trying to show y'all how to get over. But since you want to be one of them hard-headed women that don't want to learn the truth and want to stay in bondage and want to dog out a sister like me that's trying to show you a better way, bye. I'm far from her, baby. I'm not speaking from no pain. I'm speaking from a great place. That's the God in me that speak. I don't write nothing down. You see, when I try to read something to stay on track, I lose track because I'm old and I got a little bit of hot flashes sometimes. I got to just speak what comes to my mind. Everything I just said just came from the dome. I'm one of them people, when I start traveling and speaking, I can't sit there and read no notes. I'm going to look at my audience and see somebody out there with some orthopedic shoes on. I'm going to be like, look at Sister Sarah in the house. I heard they used to call you Jawbone. That's how I'm going to speak. So don't come up in here acting bougie when you used to be Jawbone, sister. And if you don't like me, bye. I'm just coming over a breakup, y'all. I'm just coming out of a breakup. And I loved my man. Loved it him. We've been broke up 2 months. I thought he was my soulmate. And he may still be. We may be. You know what? We may be Nelly and Ashanti. You know how they got back together. I don't have nothing bad to say about my boo-boo. We just fell apart for a minute. Just a small misunderstanding. But I still got love for him. And I heard it bad. I even shedded a couple tears. All of a week. But I got on here every day and did my job. I showed up. I would never allow nobody not to let me show up. Let me get this. Who is Tab Duff? Hey, Oliver. Never, never, never. Did y'all like my gear? I even got the... I don't want y'all to see my big stomach, y'all. I got to get to the gym. I'm finna show y'all my gear. And I got on some socks that I took off my heels. I'm finna show y'all what I got on. Hold on. Y'all like my gear? That's my gear. And I got an orange one and a black one. And I can't wear it outside because my stomach too big. Without a shirt on. I ain't stupid. I gotta get to the gym to put this. This came from Chicago, baby. This is Chicago gear. You hear me? I'm a Chicago girl today. And I want to let y'all know what. Black is beautiful even at 55. Woo, look at this. I should have performed at the dang on NFL game with Beyonce. I would have been right behind Blue Ivy. Come on, Blue. You hear me? But this your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. Y'all need to please get my likes up, because let me tell y'all what y'all been doing to me. My last 10 videos this month, my likes have not been adding up. And YouTube been taking my views. Because y'all don't show no love when you're watching the videos. And YouTube would take your views. The video I did last night, within hours, it got up to 12K. I got up this morning. Guess how many video views that YouTube took from me? 10K. They take 10,000 views from me. And they gonna say that's fair. You gonna tell me 10,000 views was bogus views? I just wrote YouTube. Y'all gonna have to do something, because people out here trying to hustle and make some money the right way, and you taking some stuff from them? I want them to show me that 10,000 views was bold. I just don't believe. That's just one video. Did I tell you it's up to almost 200K I done lost this month? Do y'all know 200K views is over $2,000 in my pocket? That they done taken, they just took from me, two bands. What I know y'all on, I'm watching y'all. I can see you watching me. So they can't tell me that people not watching. And then guess what? These numbers that y'all see ain't the right numbers. When I get off here in like 30 minutes, it's going to say 4,000, 3,000. It be other views that come in right after I get off. But since y'all not pushing like it's 200 people right now that has not pushed that like button. Are you part of the Willie Lynch letter? Because half y'all black folks. And that's what makes me mad. Y'all in the window like this, hoping I fall. Hoping I fail. Hoping I stumble over a word so you can laugh at me. My own people. Why y'all ain't pushing like? I'm sitting here watching. That's why I want to. Why you not pushing? If you ain't even like my other videos, you damn well should have liked this one, because I just gave y'all some black history. This about y'all. And you're not pushing like? Because half y'all didn't even know this shit. Y'all didn't know Statue of Liberty was a black woman. You didn't know that. You didn't know Aunt Jemima family sued and got her off the damn syrup bottle. You didn't know that. Y'all didn't know that. Some of y'all didn't even know a black man made the refrigerator, and the doorknob, and the light pole, and the light at the side. The red light, green light, a black man made that. Y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't even know how the light bulb works. I just told you that. A lot of y'all don't know your history because you don't open a book. Y'all just sat in class and read the little lies and passed for a lie, which all of y'all didn't go back and take everybody's diploma because they actually failed because they learned a lie. Y'all didn't pass knowing the truth. If you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. You hear what I'm saying? That's why I speak out loud. I speak out loud because I want my people to hear me and say I'm black and I'm proud. But see, y'all don't know that because y'all not black and y'all proud. Y'all hate y'all brown skin. Y'all hate the person that look just like you. You hate yourself. That's why y'all dog out y'all sisters, and then y'all mistake what I'm doing as dogging my sisters when I'm trying to uplift the vibration of my sisters. I talked about crazy baby mamas yesterday because, damn it, sister, you shouldn't be running around here mad at your baby daddy because he ain't helping you and you already on the damn system and you calling your baby daddy broke. You know rich people don't get no help. Did y'all not know that? If you get any kind of state assistance, it's because you poor. Poor. Only poor folks get assistance. I don't care what kind of car you're driving. I don't care what kind of handbag in your closet. I don't care how much your wig costs. You poor. Because you got Section 8 Medicaid and food stamps. They don't give that to rich people. You got to be in a certain tax bracket to qualify. And some of y'all lying. Y'all go in trouble. Y'all gonna be in trouble. Y'all in trouble. Some of y'all lying. Y'all do make more. Y'all just ain't telling the truth. But hey, do what you gotta do. I ain't telling nobody else. Do what you gotta do. They been stealing from us on 400 years. Shit. My ancestors built this land. I can look at different buildings and stuff all over my city. Guess who built that? My daddy. My daddy was a carpenter, a master carpenter. He built half the shit around Grand Rapids. You know how Jehovah Jireh was a carpenter? My daddy was the same kind of man. And took care of his kids very well. We wasn't on no system. We didn't get no food stamps. We didn't get no Medicaid. I remember my mama pulling out that Blue Cross Blue Shield card. And I remember them paying cash every Saturday for groceries. My parents didn't get no assistance. You hear me? My father said he'd be less than a man to let somebody feed his kids. That's a real man. And he took care of his grandbabies. Not on his clock. We couldn't even borrow ketchup from the neighbors. We would have been in trouble. He said, whatever I ain't got in here that I supply, you don't need it till I get it. Now let me find out you borrowed any damn thing. I was raised by a trill one. Not real, trill. My daddy was trill. So that's why I don't hurt very long when a man hurt me. Because he put so much substance in me. My brother, my mama, my sisters, they poured so much in me that my self-esteem may go down like this. No, brother, you're not worth my self-esteem. That's mine. It's called self-esteem. Can't nobody take that. It's mine. And I'm not giving it away. And if you don't miss all this, I don't know what to tell you. But I love me some me. Forget a man. If you don't want to be in my presence, somebody else will, baby. That's just how I feel about myself. And I'm about to go on a date. I'm about to put a shirt up under here. Probably a waist trainer. And I'm going on a date. And I'm going to have me a good old time. And I ain't going to think about no baby daddies, no heartbreak, nothing else. I live in the moment. I learned to live in the moment because all we have is the moment we're in. Time is non-existent. Time is man-made. All you have is this very second you in because you don't even know if the next second you going to breathe. So guess what? I'm going to have fun every day of my life. I promise you that. I've been hurting it down for too long, and most of my misery came from a man that didn't deserve my presence. Because I know I'm golden, baby. I know I'm a good woman. That's something a man can't take from me. I know what I am. I don't have to shout out loud, I know my worth. You see it. That's why you came to me. That's why you want to be with me, because you saw the God in me. And sometimes the God in you will run off folks. They ain't ready for that. So they go find somebody else. But your loss, because I'm a good one. And I'm not in a rush to get married again. My husband fumbled that ball. I'm for sure he missed me many a days. He probably watching me right now. Hi, Amir. He probably watching me right now, hoping that I'm somewhere on Skid Row with a sleeping bag, and I'm up here in my cowboy stuff, acting like Beyonce on YouTube. Oh, he hate that shit. You better love yourself. You better love yourself. And I hate when people say, you just too conceited. You stuck on yourself. If I'm not stuck on myself, who gonna be stuck on me? And I'm not stuck on myself because my looks ain't got shit to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my heart. I have a big old keg right here that I'm hiding from y'all. A big old keg. But guess what? I'm about to get rid of that too. I finally realized Stop talking about it and be about it. If you don't like something about yourself, fix it. The gym is right there, right across the street. Nina, stop watching exercise shows eating Snicker bars. Who fault is that? You better not drink no more soda. You can drink lemon water all day and suck up that fat and just do some of these. Just dance. My ancestors didn't go to no gym. They worked all day sweating. That's how they lost weight and stayed in shape. Them big mendingos cut up and stuff, they didn't go lift no weights. They was living cotton. Building buildings and hammers and, you know. So why we got to do all that? You can work out right in your house. But it's your girl, Nina. Look, the young Mendigo I told y'all about. Y'all remember I said I had a young Mendigo 14 years younger than me? That's him texting me right now. And I told y'all the story time. I'm gonna give y'all the story time again, not tonight though. I told y'all I talked to him because I wanted to see that I still have it because of what my baby daddy did back in the day, right? That was in 2007 I met him. What year we in? 2024. Is that like 17 years? 17, 18, 19, 21, 2, 3, 7. Is that like 17 years now? And he's still texting me. And this brother ain't touched me in about 10 years. And he's still texting me. He still remember. And you gonna tell me I ain't a product of God? I'm a goddess. He's still texting me, young man. Woo, young man. You still texting your mama. Because he's still 14 years younger than me. He's still, what, he's 41 now. How old is he? 41, 51 for 2, 3, 4. He's 41. I'm 55. When I met him, he was 24. He was a young buck. Now his ass, oh, I don't want you, boy. I'm looking for a 24-year-old again. Call me Diddy. Call me Diddy. Now I'm just playing, y'all. I could hang with a 24-year-old man if I wanted to. I'd be like, oh, my back, my neck and my back. Ooh, my hip. Jesus, Lord. Just get the rabbit, young man. Just get the rabbit. And let me tell y'all a secret. Ladies, don't tell nobody else. You know, I used to think old men had worms. I used to be scared of old men. I said, old men have worms. And then I started dating a guy named Robert that was 7 years older than me. I found out he didn't have worms. Guess what he had? He had a snake. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.